Well, hours after announcing his withdrawal from the 2024 race, U.S. President Joe Biden has vowed to campaign for Vice President Kamala Harris.
Now, he's called Vice President Kamala Harris his handpicked successor to be the Democratic presidential nominee. The 81-year-old made the remarks via teleconference while Harris visited the campaign headquarters in Delaware for a poll event.
And I know I'll be doing whatever Kamala wants me or needs me to do in addition. So let me be real clear. We're still fighting in this fight together. I'm not going anywhere. And I want you to know you've always had my back, and I promise you, I will always have your back.
Before beginning the speech, her first since becoming Democrats' likely nominee, Harris expressed her gratitude to the Bidens, referring to the U.S. President and the First Lady Jill as family. Biden replied, saying it's mutual.
I knew you were still there. You're not going anywhere, Joe.
I'm watching you, kid. I'm watching you, kid. I love you.
I love you, Joe. Oh. I know Donald.
Now, Harris took the opportunity to shine in her first stump speech since her failed bid in 2020 with the blistering attack on Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump. Harris compared Trump with predators and cheaters and vowed to draw on her prosecution skills to go after him in the November election.
You know, as many of you know, before I was elected as vice president, before I was elected as United States Senator, I was the elected Attorney General, as I've mentioned, of California, and before that I was a courtroom prosecutor. In those roles, I took on perpetrators of all kinds. Predators who abused women, fraudsters who ripped off consumers, cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type.
Party donors have poured a record $81 million into the campaign in the last 24 hours since Biden exited the White House race and endorsed Harris. A majority of Democrats in Congress and all of the country's Democratic governors, they have also announced their support for Vice President Kamala Harris to lead the Democratic ticket. Nancy Pelosi has also given her a thumbs up as the party's nominee. The former U.S. House Speaker expressed full confidence in her bid to win the election in November.
Meanwhile, the Democratic National Committee has confirmed it will select the party's presidential nominee in an online vote by the 7th of August. A date for the vote has not yet been set.
Even before the official nomination, Harris's campaign, which is still operating from its joebiden.com domain, has unveiled a new logo which features Harris for president in the same font used in the earlier logo for Biden.
And of course, Rahisha, Biden had remained defiant and had said that he will continue with his race for president for the White House. Now with him withdrawing his nomination and Kamala Harris joining the race, how will things pan out going forward? For more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani has sent us this report on Kamala Harris's campaign. Listen to this.
Kamala Harris is previewing her campaign argument against the former president by highlighting her experience as Attorney General in California and a prosecutor as well. She emphasized her ability to take on the former president, saying, quote unquote, I know Donald Trump's type. As Biden's vice president, she will ultimately have to find a way to distinguish herself from the policies of the unpopular sitting president. How she'll be able to do that? Well, we'll soon find out.
Well, Susan further explains the vice president's strategy to win over the Democratic delegation at the convention next month.
Kamala Harris's campaign is gaining momentum with broad swaths of the Democratic base lining up to support her bid. No serious challenger has emerged, at least not yet, and her campaign has raised reportedly $81 million in the first 24 hours. The outpouring of support seems to demonstrate a united front behind Harris's candidacy, and also the significant financial advantage that she's been witnessing in the last 24 hours or so is also very telling.